Hey everybody. I've been looking at Rick Caruso, and I was a big fan of Rick Caruso, when he ran for mayor of Los Angeles. But, seeing all the wildfires in Los Angeles, seeing, how bad of a job Karen Bass is doing, the mayor of Los Angeles, California really needs some new leadership. And I think California needs to, people in California need to start voting for Republicans, have some people that are conservative, because Democrats in California are really screwing that state up. And I think a lot of these Joe Biden supporters, a lot of these Democrats, they sort of looked at California as this sort of heaven where, we'll be liberal for all these years and, everything will be perfect. And if you look at California right now, you have high crime, you have high taxes, you have people that, don't know how to manage wildfires. It's a mess. And I feel for anybody living in California, because it's a beautiful state. Like when I look at it on TV, you have, the beaches, and you have everything. You have, warm weather, you have cold weather, you have, all these different things. I mean, again, when I look at California on television, I'm like, wow, such an amazing state. When you look at all the different things to do and, different places to go and shopping and entertainment and sports. And it's really sad to see such a great state, basically just almost become like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's sad how that state is really, fallen. And a lot of it has to do with the leadership. I think that, when we people like Gavin Newsom, people like Mayor Karen Bass, they don't know what they're doing. And it's so sad that people said, we're going to vote for it. Because remember, Gavin Newsom was being recalled and people still supported him. Like that just shows you how these people are stuck in their ways. And I think with this wildfire, I think that people are waking up and saying, wait a minute, we need to try something different. I think the wildfire this time was a wake up call. And I think they were saying it's over $100 billion in damages, for that area, because you had a lot of buildings that were burned and different things like that. I think this was the wake-up call, because a lot of those people that live in, those areas, those are Joe Biden supporters. Those are the folks that give donations to Joe Biden. Those are the people that will tell you, we stand for Joe Biden and we stand for all this other stuff. And they got a wake-up call because finally something affected them. And like I say, they had an opportunity to get somebody like Rick Caruso to at least, lead L.A. What did people do? People, let's get Karen Bass. She's the first woman. And so, this whole, we have to get the first Asian, the first Latino, the first Black. California's got to stop with that. California's got to get the people who are qualified, folks that know what they're doing. And, this whole, let's try to break a barrier thing. It's screwed up California. I mean, you look at the fire chief, I think of the LA Fire Department. I mean, I've seen some of the videos and it's scary. And, again, stop worrying about if a person's white. Like if a person's a white male and they say, and the person's qualified and they have, qualifications, they know what they're doing, maybe some business experience like Rick Caruso, like why penalize somebody for that? Like California is so backward where they saw a Rick Caruso and said, well, wait a minute, he represents capitalism and all this other stuff. What's wrong with somebody who wants to build and create jobs? Like it just shows you the mindset of California and how people like Gavin Newsom and people like Karen Bass, keep on, getting elected or why they're power players in a state like California. Because, this whole, this person's capitalist and this person, it's just like, what's wrong with that? In a place like California, you need to know what you're doing. I mean, it's a state where there's a lot of business. There's a state where there's wildfires. It's a state where you have different, you have warm weather in Southern California and maybe in Northern California, it's a little bit colder, but you need somebody that knows how to manage things. And, this whole thing of, well, we can't vote for somebody because of the color of their skin, because they're white. And then, they represent people who are the business, people who are pro-business. Like it's backward, and California's paying for it right now. And so I know I'm rambling, but I think this is a perfect time for people to rethink things, say, next election, we're going to vote for some conservatives or some Republicans, and to get the state, back to where it used to be. And I think, I hope he does this, but I hope that Rick Caruso runs for governor. Now, I'm not sure when Gavin Newsom's term is over as governor, but I hope Rick Caruso replaces Gavin Newsom as governor. I think Gavin Newsom, I think he's going to be out of office in 2026, something like that. I'm not sure, but I hope not Gavin Newsom. I hope Rick Caruso runs as governor of California. He's somebody that knows what he's doing. He has business experience. He knows how to build and develop things, because California right now is going to need somebody who knows how to build and develop things, especially with all the wildfires and stuff like that. So somebody who knows how to, build buildings and houses and malls and things like that, that's a plus. And so, he's somebody that's a billionaire who knows how to manage business. He knows how to speak to people. He's, from the videos I've seen about him, I mean, he's somebody that, people like, that, when he's talking to them one-on-one, people respect. And so I think Rick Caruso would be the perfect person to be governor of California and to, get California back to being a great state again. I mean, all this liberal mindset and, we hate capitalism and, don't vote for this person because they're a white male and stuff. I mean, California's gotta wake up. And I think that this wildfire was a wake up call. I think the wildfire, affecting a lot of the Joe Biden supporters really changed their mind and made them look in the mirror and say, well, wait a minute, why have we been supporting the Democrat Party for all these years? Maybe we need to change. Maybe the country's going in a new direction. And so, again, in my opinion, if Rick Caruso runs for the governor of California, people need to just vote for him in like it's, people just need to go out and vote for this guy, because he would be the perfect choice for California. And Rick Caruso, somebody, he knows how to build and he knows what he's doing. So that's just my opinion. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. And then also subscribe to me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and just let me know how you feel. Thank you.